Mic check. 1, 2. Check. Don't know if you guys can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Check. Mic check. 1, 2. Get a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Yes, good. I can see you guys in here. What's good, people? What's good? All right. See some people in the chat. Mark Anthony's in the building. Ratchet Matrix, what's up? Thank you for joining. Thank you, guys. The boss is here. What's good, guys? Alan T's in the building. What's good? AC in the building. What's up, man? Vice Envy in the building. What's good, guys? Thank you guys for coming in, joining. Appreciate y'all for being here. I guess we should have some fun tonight. Got a couple of tracks in here from a couple of different people, and some new people in there as well, and some old people. Michael Campbell in the building. What's up? Hey, Mark Anthony, how's it going? Man, it's like a whole bunch of stuff going on in the music world right now, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's very, very interesting. I don't know if you guys are aware, but if you have a pro, which is like, anyway, if you have a pro like BMI or ASCAP, it's funny because BMI now is charging people to join them. They used to be free for a very long time, but now they're actually charging like $75 to be a member of BMI, and ASCAP currently is free. They may change that soon, but currently it's free to actually join ASCAP. And BMI has changed to a profit company now. I believe they got bought out by somebody, is what I've seen. I didn't read all the details yet on it, but it seems like they've been bought out. So if you are with BMI and you know more information, let me know in the chat. In other news, the writer's strike is still going on. Pro Tools has just been sold. So Avid is no longer in charge. So they're going to try to completely bloodsuck everybody out of more money than they've already been paying for Pro Tools. It's crazy, yo. It says, big thanks to all the help you have given through Cakewalk. Hey, man, I appreciate it. I am so up in the air about Cakewalk right now. I have no idea what they're doing. It's been almost 3 months since they dropped the bomb on everybody, telling them, hey, we're going to be going paid soon on the next drop of Sonar and Cakewalk Next, but there's been no news yet, so no one knows what's going on. So, I mean, that's another thing. So on this channel, I probably will start doing other DAWs. I don't know what other DAWs you guys would like to see, but until, I guess they get their act together and see where everything is going to go, I may try some other DAWs. So I have a variety of them. I have FL Studio. I have Bitwig, but I've never messed with it yet. I have it on a computer loaded up, but I have no idea how to work it or use it. If you want to see Bitwig videos, I guess that's something that I could probably do. I have Ableton Live. I have Studio One. I have MPC. What else do I have? And I have Cubase. So those are all the DAWs I currently have on the computer. So I'll probably be going for one of them soon, just kind of deciding which one that will be. I already have a Learning Reaper page, so it won't be Reaper. Sorry, people who are thinking I'll do Reaper on here, but that's not the case. All right, let me see some ones in the chat if you guys are ready for the live beat reviews. Let me know. You guys are ready. Trying to get all my drinks and stuff together. All right, Mark Anthony say he just started in Studio One. Ah, that's cool. I've only used it, I think I've used it twice. And both those times, I think I was on live or something and I was trying to use it. It seems like a very interesting DAW. I just haven't really dove into it yet. Ableton would be a good next one for me. Not familiar with many of those. That would be tight. Any of them are free. The only one I could say would be free would be Reaper, but I have a channel dedicated for Reaper stuff. So I'm going to tell you, just to be honest, the benefits of Reaper is that you can open CWP files from Cakewalk inside of Reaper. You just need a script to do it. Reaper is not as easy to use as it is Cakewalk. Cakewalk's a lot easier to use. You just have to do some adjustments to all your stuff in order to get Reaper to be how you want it. You can have it function exactly like Cakewalk or almost any other DAW just because you have an action list that you can change any key setting. So whatever key setting you like it to be, you can change it to that. So that's one of the things I like about Reaper. It's probably the cheapest DAW out there. It's like 60 bucks for a license. I know people who've had Reaper for like 3 or 4 years and still using, I guess you can say, the demo mode. It doesn't expire. It just lets you keep working on it, and it's fully unlocked. You don't have to worry about, you can't save, or it has a limited amount of tracks. It gives you the full entire DAW pretty much for free until you decide you want to purchase that license. They're about to come out with Reaper 7, which should be really cool. So yeah, I would suggest Reaper. If you're comfortable with Cakewalk, Reaper shouldn't be that much harder. But other than that, I mean, there's so many DAWs out there, yo. All right, so it looks like you guys are ready. I see some ones in the chat. Like that, I like that. All right, so let's kind of get it going. All right, Vice is trying to get a little with Gio Annette. What's good? Be ready. All right, I'm sorry. I'm over here just chatting away. All right, so let's start from the top. I know this Stephen Parker was the first one on here. Big shout outs to Stephen for being brave enough to put your music out there. So we're going to listen to it and see what he has done. give it up to Stephen Parker. Yes, sir. Our first track of the night. I actually like the track. It definitely needs some mixing done to it to make everything kind of stand out, be a little bit more present. It seems like really low. I'm pretty sure it's probably like -8 dB or something like that. So you may want to raise that up for just a loudness purpose. A lot of times I would tell people on here to do reference tracks, and I think that would help this out tremendously. So what the reference track will actually do will give you an option to do a side by side of a song that you really like, that you think is really mixed well or mixed really well. You put that on your inside of your DAW and you compare it to the track that you just made. And then you can hear the level difference of volume. You'll hear the level difference of how the kick, the snare is actually hitting on the other track. And you want to try to match that with your track. So that's a really good way to kind of learn how to mix right on the go without anybody else's help or any kind of guidance. That's a cheat code, really. But a lot of people don't use it or don't know how to use it. But it is something that will definitely help this out. But other than that, I like the sounds. I'm not 100% sure about the screaming. It was probably a little bit too much in there. I'm not sure if you're doing this for artists, if this is for like a beat tape, but I actually like it. Good work. Let's give it up one more time for Stephen Parker. Heavy Duty Beats is in the building. What's good? Saya is in the building. What's up? I see you had like 3 tracks, man. What you doing here, Saya? What's going on? Good to see you, though. All right, Heavy Duty Beats. What you do is there's a link below in the description to the Discord. You can load up an MP3 into the live beat review section to get your beat or song played. So just go to the link in the description of this video, go to the Discord and upload your song to the live beat review. After the beat review is done, I will actually clean out this whole channel. So after this, it'll all be cleared out. Vice Envy in the building with the fire emojis. I like it. Lucas Wood. What's good? Thank you for joining. Have you posted your MP3 wave in the live beach? Oh, okay, cool. He was telling him how to do it. All right, cool. The vocal scream sample in the back was tight. Remind me of James Brown vocals. Oh man. Mr. Robinson, the producer. Hey, how's it going, man? Thank you for joining, yo. Dwayne, what's up? Hey, man, appreciate it. I'm glad I was able to assist you some way with Cakewalk. I was just talking about Cakewalk just a minute ago. All right, so let's move on to the next person in line. And as you see, like some of the people in here will try to give you some criticism about your tracks, which is also great. We have a old school, old timer in here, Landry, really, really good producer. He's actually won one of my sample flips. If you're new here to this channel, I do sample flips every month, once a month, and the winner will get a prize, whether that be like a Cash App or some merch. I'm trying to see what we can do to get something different going, but we will see. But if you're interested in that, I do one every month in this Discord. All right. So let's go and listen to Landry. Agreed. Let's give it up for Landry. Really, really dope. Man, yo. Brings back old memories. Landry's still killing it out there. All right. I really like this track, man. I like the guitar. I like the riffs in there. I like the little breakdowns you had in there as well. The only thing I would say, to me, I would probably change out that snare. It's either not snapping hard enough, or I would probably just change it out and maybe just kind of curve off a little bit of the highs on like the hi-hats and stuff. Other than that, I mean, dope track. Really, really, really dope track. Looks like a lot of people in the chat agree as well. Michael Campbell says, nice. Low Cuts in the building. What's good, man? Yeah, definitely. Solid work, yo. No problem, man. Yes, very, very nice guitar. I really like that track. So let's give it up one more time for Landry. AC said there's a lot of nice. Yeah, he has like this thing that I don't know if it's thing that he just always does, but he has a lot of nice little transition things inside his tracks almost all the time. I think he would do pretty good in sync, just because he does those little things. Like it's almost like a change up every like 8 bars or so. So the track doesn't get tired or boring that way. I think he does a really good job at that. But yeah, I would just probably just change out that snare. I just think it sounds a little weak for the track, especially if it's a trap track. So other than that, really good work. All right, so we're gonna go to Element Sound Studio, Man of the Hour.
Yo, well, ever since the lockdown, we write this song, so this year me coming on strong. Mr. Shammy going for much. The party blowing up like a suicide bomber. Say what? Me pull up to the club in a me Hummer. When it comes to party, me don't newcomer. Tonight me say me going to be the man of the hour. Up in the club, me say me got me wine chiller, and me chilling like me right up in the villa. Mr. Shammy got the dance floor villa, and this one me say it going to be a killer. Going straight up to the high sky. Everybody asks why Mr. Shammy not shy, but me is a nice guy. Rapping on the microphone, the people not leave me alone. When me step in on me zone, me bad like Al Capone. One man alone, like Sylvester Stallone. Me not deal with the clown, me just sitting on me throne with an ice cream cone. And me licking up the gal, them on me iPhone. The party blowing up like a suicide bomber. Me pull up to the club in a me Hummer. When it comes to party, me don't newcomer. Tonight me say me going to be the man of the hour.
Boom, boom, boom.
Party hot, hot, give me what you got. Right your body spot, throw your top. Call me King Tut, make the popcorn pop. Sit back and enjoy the show while me make the dance. dance floor erupt, make it drop, drop. Reggae music mix up with some trap, trap, and a little hip hop. This ain't no mishap when the rhythm drop, drop, and they start to rap, rap. Do it non-stop, stop.
Agreed.
When the bass slap, slap. If you can't dance, me say make your fingers snap, snap. If you're feeling tired, me say go and take a nap, nap. Haters gonna hate, so me gonna let them yap, yap. But me know that this one gonna put me on the map, map. The party blowing up like a suicide bomber.
Boom, 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 boom.
Me pull up to the club, in a me Hummer.
Yes, sir. Let's give it up for Elemental Sound Studio. Coming with the boom, boom, boom. A boom, boom, boom. Man, yo, it reminds me of being in New York. I was in New York pretty much almost all my life. Crown Heights, West Indian Valley of the world, basically. So yeah, reminds me of all my family out there, really, basically. I'm not Caribbean, but I've been around a lot of Caribbean people. Really, really good track. There's some things in there that definitely need some attention. I actually liked the way the vocals were sitting. I had no problem with the vocals, really. The rest of the track kind of needed some help and some work with the mixing wise, and I'm pretty sure there was something clashing in the lower end part. I don't know if it was the 808 or the bass guitar that you had in there, but I know a couple of those keys are out of key for the track itself. But yeah, those are some things you may want to work on with the track and just get it to mix a little bit better with the vocals. I think the vocals are really, really good. I didn't have any issues with that. But yeah, definitely, definitely good work to Element Sound Studios. Let's give it up for them one more time. Vice is back. Yes. A boom, boom, boom. Yeah, man. Good stuff. All right. So we're moving along in this stream. We're going to go to Mr. Robertson, the producer. It looks like he sent two. Was it the same exact track? An MP4 and an MP3. All right, so let's do MP3 because I know this one should play. All right. Let's give it up for Mr. Robinson, the producer. Hanabi is in the building, yo. What's good, yo? Good seeing you here, Hanabi. All right. So, um, I think it was a pretty good track. I could see it used in a couple of different areas, but the mixing definitely needs to be a little bit more consistent. Like, I think the kick has been completely muffled, or I don't know if you have a compressor on there, but it's completely squashed. So it doesn't have a thump to it. It just almost like it's like it's hitting the ceiling higher, or it's hitting the ceiling lower than it should because it's actually being compressed too much. Um, it doesn't come across on the track the way I know that it should. Um, and your instruments are actually louder than your drums, so you kind of want to tame those as well. And that first little plucking sound, um, I'd probably change that out just to give it something a little bit, probably with more space to it, because it sounds like it's confined. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but yeah, once you actually get the mix right for this, I think it'll be a really solid song. Um, but yeah, I would either change out the kick or take off whatever you have on that kick because it's completely squashing it and killing it inside the mix itself. And I'd probably change out that first sound, that that dun, dun, dun. I don't know if that's like some kind of like uh, keyboard or piano, some kind of off piano. I'd probably change that out as well. I really like the strings, the plucks in there, really good. Um, yeah, that's all I have for that. Let's give it up one more time for Mr. Robinson, the producer. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like the track too. Very good track. No problem, man. Thank you. That's what's up. A synth pluck. Okay, yeah, I'd probably change that out just because it kind of it doesn't really mesh well with the rest of the track. Everything else sounds like it has a nice little, like it fits, you know. Um, this is my 2 cents. Take it as a grain of salt. All right, so we're gonna move along, and the next person up is Alan T. Let's give it up for Alan T. Coming with the mysterious kind of track. Very, very, very nice. That switch up really took me by surprise, yo, at that 30-minute mark. Very, very interesting. Yeah. Good track, man. Really, really good track. I'd probably tame some of those highs though. They were a little bit too high. And the kick, I'd probably change out that kick. It sounds like a really flat kick, like it was from like an acoustic kit or of some sort. Not necessarily like a boom back or like a trap kick or even a drill kick, but it sounded really flat to me. I'd probably change out the kick and just adjust the hi-hats a little bit. And I think you got a really, really good track on there. All right, let's give it up one more time for Alan T. All right, no problem, man. Answered your question. Subpar drum. Yeah, the loop. I mean, even if you get a loop, you can actually go in there and just take the kick out of the loop, if it's a wave form loop. I've done it several times. Or you could just add the kick on top of it, something that complements the kick to give it that extra body that you need. That's actually a good idea. Want to hear more opening. Yeah, man, he just jumped us into some other transition like right away, 18 seconds in. Yeah, I thought you could have brought that in a little bit later just to give us a feel of what the track was actually going to bring, but it's still cool. Yeah, I've done it several times when I do stuff. I'll take out the kick in the loop and just replace it with my own kick. It does wonders at times. All right, next person up is Saya.
You from a street place. You're of street essence. Everybody on the block is from the street. Even the little nigga sitting on the porch that's just watching the nigga's track. Technically, he from the block. Even a nigga that's just walking down the street going to school. Technically, he from the block because he live here. You just a nigga that was on the block.
Saya, what
Act
are you
like
doing?
that, my nigga, for real. Y'all niggas is weirdos talking all this because you got shot, da-da-da. You would've died, dummy. You would've died. You don't even know how to act in them type of situations. Oh, nigga, from this side, let me go that way. Oh, you don't know, you don't got them type of instincts at all. Have no fucking shots fly at you, nigga. You dumb, nigga. Niggas try to kill me, nigga.
Saya, another banger. Mix was good. I have no complaints about this one, man. I'm not sure if you needed the intro of some dude just talking. It just doesn't really do anything for the track itself. But yeah, definitely good work. Nice track, nice sound selection. 808 was hitting, kick was right on point, snaps were great. Really good work. Let's give it up for Sai one more time. Man. All right, seeing that you gave a super chat, I'm gonna. Let's give it up for Saya, bringing us that sexy love. Oh man, really dope track. The 808 is hitting nice, yo. Really nice use of 808s. If we have time at the end, I will come back, Saya, but currently we're going to move along. All right, so we have AC up next. Let's go. Wow.
That was legitness.
Yeah, it was. Man, really nice work. I like your percussions, man. You always come with these really dope percussions. I like your change ups, your sound selection. I would probably change out the drums. That's just my personal feeling about them. I think that snare is just too thin. It doesn't really stand out in the track itself. It kind of gives it, kind of lessens the mood, I guess you could say, of the track. But other than that, solid work, man. I don't know what field you're going into if you're just making beats just to make beats, but the way you do your percussion and your switch ups, it would be really good for like TV and film if you want to actually pursue that route. I could hear this in like opening scenes. They're called scene openers, where you go like say there's a scene opening where they show like Miami and people going along the beach, like one of them sky shots, and they come into like they're going to like a club or a bar, and then it zooms in into the people. I can hear that whole transition with that kind of track. So yeah, good work. Let's give it one more time for AC. All right, Dwayne, what's good? RN, what's good, man? I didn't see you in here. Thank you for joining. Yeah, really dope track. As everyone in the chat is saying, giving you fire emojis. I think it was a really good track, man. Yeah, man. All right, so we're gonna move on to Ratchet Matrix. This seems like a new person inside of the Discord. And the track is called Epicness. Let's go. Dope sample. Let's give it up for Ratchet Matrix. Very, very dope sample, man. I like the sample. I don't know. It just feels like there's something missing out of it, though. There's like a whole mid section in the track itself that needs to be filled. I don't know if you could have did that with actual bass being played, because like the 808s in there didn't really take up that much space inside of the track, or inside the sample you may have been able to filter out like the vocal part and focused on those violins and brought that to the mid, but there's no mid. It's like you have like a whole space inside the middle. There's a high, there's a low, but there's no mid. I'm not 100% sure how to fix that unless you like add another instrument in there, or like I said, you played some kind of other bass or another sound inside there just to take up space, because it sounds like it needs something else in there. But really, really dope sample. I like everything else about the track. Really good work. Let's give it one more time for Ratchet Matrix. Build up beat before it drops and make the build up right. Yeah, he could have added some risers in there. That would have been dope. Yeah, it could have went somewhere else. 007 vibe. Yeah, I could see that. I could see it. I've heard that sample before. I probably have it somewhere. But yeah, I've heard that sample before. It's a really dope sample, man. And I like the way he cut it up inside of the track as well. It was really good work. I just feel like it just needs something in there. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know what it just sounds like. Maybe it just needs a vocal on there, like somebody actually rhyming on there or singing on there or something other than that, sample. But really good work. All right, let's move along to Dwayne Adult. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I hope I'm saying that right. I will butcher your name if you guys don't know. If you're new here, I will definitely butcher your name until you tell me I'm doing something wrong. All right, let's go. Oh, made it. Duh. Sorry about that, man. Let's give it up for Dwayne made it. I'm glad you actually put that in the chat because I thought that was an L, so I'm like mad. Let. No problem. Dwayne made it. Appreciate you for stopping in here and blessing us with some tracks. Let's give it for one more time. I really like the track, man. Really nice. I like the change ups in there. I think the mix could be a little bit better, especially going toward like that 808 side. It sounds like it could hit harder. With the drums could hit harder, the 808 could hit harder in the track itself, and that's all due to mixing. I'm gonna take it back to where I took the first track that we played tonight, and saying that you may want to do like a reference track just so you can kind of compare the two, so that you'll know how loud you want your track to be. If you have a track that you love and you know you love the way it's hitting, the way it sounds, use it as a reference track. That is the ultimate cheat code. I promise you, if you start doing it, you'll hear results in your mix. And it helps a lot if you're trying to go down a different route. Like if you're trying to go like that TV film route, which I believe you have that potential to do, just because I can hear the switch ups and change ups in there. They usually throw reference tracks at you to try to make something like this. And learning how to use reference tracks will help out tremendously if you decide to take that journey. I don't know if you're going for the artist route where you want people to actually jump on your tracks and rap. I don't know if you're doing like a beat tape album or if you're just doing this as a hobby. Those things I don't really know, but it does have some really great potential. So let's give it up for Dwayne made it one more time. Oh yeah. All right, so let's move on. Vice Envy in the building. All right, so you say you want to upload this to YouTube. Let's see. Let's hear what you got. Agreed. Indeed. Let's give it up for Vice Envy coming through with the Heat Rocks. Very, very nice work. Man, your mixing has gotten so much better, man. I can hear it in the mixes. It sounds a lot better. The 808 is punching very, very nice. The kick is hitting nice with it. I'd probably change out the clap. But for sure, the only thing I have an issue with, I guess I could say, would be the guitar. It sounds really, really synthetic. It sounds really, really fake. So I would probably change that guitar out for another guitar. I don't know if you have any other libraries of guitar, or if you're using, some virtual guitar. I know there is one that I've used. I think it's called Virtual Guitar actually, and I think it's free. But I'd probably change out that guitar just because it doesn't sound real. Like it doesn't give a real feel to it, and that will deter people immediately when they start to hear the track. But other than that, everything else sounds really, really good. Let's give it one more time for Vice Envy. Yes, tenfold, definitely. All right, Saya, there's some other people in here. Mr. Robertson, the producer. Let's see. All right, so we got to. All right, so we're going to do these last two, and then we'll call it a night. Ample guitar? Maybe it needs like some reverb and delay on it or something, but it just sounds really thin, and I don't know. Yes, very, very good. And Vice has been definitely learning, and I like the fact that he actually listens and actually applies what he's been told. That is the main thing that a lot of people actually don't do. There's people that come to my YouTube channel all the time and ask me stuff about Cakewalk, and I'll tell them, same thing, what they're doing, what they can do to improve, but you have to actually act on it for it to actually work. And you have to be consistently doing this. Like you can't just do it one day and then the next like week or so you're not making anything. So yeah. All right. So we're gonna listen to this one from Saya, and we're gonna do Mr. Robinson, the producer, and we'll call it a night, ladies and gents.
Saya, what are you doing?
Let's give it up for Saya one more time. That was a dope sampler, man. What you can do at this track, I mean, these are tracks I can hear people jumping on for sure. For this one, I'd probably swing the drums a little bit more just to give it a little bit more of that groove that like you're swimming in the track. But all the tracks that I've played for you, I would say definitely put them up on a beat store of some sort. And that's another piece of news that's going around is BeatStars is changing some of their pricings and things like that on their site. That's another thing that's going on. I don't know if you guys use BeatStars or not. I don't know if you guys use Airbit or if you have a beat store at all or whatsoever. But yeah, I could see you using these as beat store stuff. these are the kind of things I would personally put on like my Instagram, just because it's a sample, and you probably don't necessarily have the rights to use the sample unless you're, doing it through what's that, TrackLib, and you're paying for it. But yeah, man, just put it out there. Uh, if you have a beat store, definitely put it on the beat store. See if people will gravitate towards your beat store. Um, it may cost you some, money just to kind of do like your, sponsor the video or something like that. But that's pretty much the only way to attract people to your site or your track, especially nowadays, because everybody's attention span is like that. It's here and there, and then it's gone. So that would be my only advice for that. Oh yeah, for sure. Randomize the velocities on the car a little bit. Oh yes, that's a very, very good suggestion, AC. See, so I love this community, man. I love you guys, man. You guys help each other out. That's what we're here for. You stereo width and Reaper. I mean, that'll help, but it's still like it's the actual sample. I don't know if you may need to go up an octave on it because it may be like too high on the register for it. I don't know. I would just definitely say to try another guitar. Uh, Swing is different. His balance. Oh yeah. Really enjoyed that. Yeah, man, that was a really dope one. He said the velocities are random. Definitely understand it because I can sound better though. All right. All right. Without getting too offbeat. I mean, you're in FL. They have a little swing thing on there. You can turn up the swing and see if it fits, or you can like notch it over. They have an option to notch the sample. I don't remember which key it is. I haven't used FL in forever, but yeah, if you have you can nudge the track over, like if it's a drum loop, you can nudge the drum loop over just a little bit, just so it'll kind of give that little swing to the track, to the drums itself. Yeah, definitely fire. Yeah, I think he's been ready to sell beats. I mean, he has all the artists over the beats, which I'd probably take them off and kind of just push out your tracks. I know you have your Instagram. I'm not sure how much you post on Instagram, but if you wanted to do it, I would probably just say you have enough. I've heard enough from you to know that you have enough beats. So first thing, get a beat store, whether you make your own website, whether you do BeatStars, Airbit, or any of the other ones that's out there, definitely do that so that you have a place to point or direct people to. And then go on social media. I don't know if you're on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, all that stuff. Just make like, a video a day, post one video a day, and probably 5 to 10 minutes the most going through whatever you tagged as like a hashtag, and go through, like, and listen to the tracks in there and comment on those actual tracks that you hear that you actually like. um, 5 to 10 minutes the most. If you go over that, then you're just wasting your time, really, in a way, because that is a definite time consumer. I don't suggest people stay on social media too long, because it is very, very draining, and a lot of it is just bad news. So, with that being said, I think Saya is ready. Once he has all that, then you can start doing your little sponsors for it. Once you build up a little bit from your Instagram or TikTok or whichever one you're going to do. And like I said, just post, a track a day. It doesn't have to be anything special. Just a track to show people that you are doing something. And when you're ready to actually promote a track that's actually getting any kind of traction, that's the one you want to promote. So let's say this week you put up 4 beats, right? From now until Monday, put up 4 beats. The one that has the most likes or the most views or whatever, that's the one you want to kind of push forward. So that's the one you'll probably put a little bit of payment behind. Do like $5 a week, something like that. Make sure you have a good area where you're gonna determine where that person's gonna purchase your stuff. I highly recommend not being in the USA for some reason, because a lot of people don't click on those. So I would definitely try more foreign things like India and Mexico, Canada, UK. But US is really hard to grasp people because they usually don't click. I'm just gonna be honest. I've done it. I know they don't like to click. All right, NBA gems. Yeah, Vice was dope. Everybody in the Discord is doing really great stuff, man. I appreciate all you guys, man. All right, we're gonna play Mr. Robinson's, and then we're gonna head out for the night. All right. I see you put sports and TV on there. I just wanted to hear you had a Sting ending on there. Not bad. The organization of the track was not bad at all, man. Like I could see the transitions you were trying to go through on there. Trying to change it up every 8 bars, which is a very, very good idea for a TV film track. Uh, so the thing about the track is the mix. It definitely needs to be mixed a lot better for the TV world because they'll hear it. They are very, very sticklers, very much sticklers for sound quality, and you have to make sure that the quality of the sounds that you're using is up to par. Um, and the sounds in here, they sound are really synthetic. They don't sound real. They don't have a good feel to them. Um, I like the sounds themselves. I like your chord progression. It just doesn't sound authentic. So that is something that they will definitely turn away immediately when they hear it. So that is something definitely to work on. And once again, I will go back to the reference tracks and listening to those reference tracks and hear how they are mixing the tracks, especially if you know any kind of libraries. There are a whole bunch of like music libraries out there that actually let you listen to their tracks. Definitely listen to the tracks and see if your track stacks up against what they're actually doing. These are people that are already signed to the library. So that's the best reference you can possibly get, especially if it's a library that you want to get into. I'm not sure how deep you are into the sports and TV stuff, but if that's something somewhere you want to go, you want to make sure you have some really good sounds because it does matter. Like what kind of strings you're using, what kind of brass you're actually using, what kind of drums are you using? Are your drums actually knocking? Is everything leveled correctly? Like there's a lot of things that go into it. So like I said, I really like the track. I just think that you may need to change out the sound and make sure your mix is up to par. You said you love the horn? Yeah, the mix. Yeah, I definitely fix it. Use GarageBand on your iPhone to make that? Ah, that makes so much more sense. So much more sense. All right. So, yeah. Flip it live. I got some stuff I gotta take care of soon. I gotta go pick somebody up. Oh yeah, a lot of gems tonight, man. I mean, if you guys, need some more of that, then yeah. But yeah, Saya, man, I think you have what it takes, man. I heard it since the first time you've come on the server. I've heard it. Alan, thank you for joining, man. You put it on the big computer. What are you using on your computer, Mr. Robertson? I think you have it, man. You just need to put everything in order. I don't know what your budget is, but you will need a budget in order to go. And if you're pursuing the artist route, if you're trying to go like the TV film stuff, they don't do samples. So you want to kind of just have something that's not really sample based and kind of go with that. I can try. Let me see if I have a track I can pull up that has like some horns and stuff in it. Yeah. YouTube stuff. There's stuff everywhere on my computer, man. I tell you, I need to clean this thing up. If you guys only knew all the stuff I have on here, you'd be like, what the hell are you doing, X? All right. Let's see. Maybe this one. Should I try this one? No. All right. So this one is one I'm making for TV and film. So you can kind of hear what it sounds like. If it wants to pull up, I don't know if it will. It will. No problem, Michael. All right, that's what's up. All right, so that was just an example of one that I was I'm actually in the works and process of putting a little album together to pitch that one. So yeah. So as you can hear, like it sounds like it should be a horn. Like it just gives that horn feel, and that's because of the mixing that I've done to it. Plus, the sample library that I'm actually using is a little high quality. So that's what you kind of want to head toward. Like that would be a really good one to pitch for sports. So yeah, pretty clear. Hey man, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, man, that's what those are the things I do for like TV film. Like most of the time when y'all see me make beats on like the YouTube thing, those don't really go anywhere. um, it takes a long time for me to kind of put stuff together. I know I make it look easy on YouTube, but it's really not. It does take a lot of time, man. All right, so I appreciate all you guys for stopping by on the live itself. We will be doing another live next week on Thursday as well. Hope you guys had a really good time here with me tonight. Let me see what's going on here. And yeah, and if you guys have like any questions and stuff, I usually get back to you inside the Discord. This is kind of why I have the Discord here. And if you are following the Learning Reaper channel, I'm actually going to be doing a membership for that channel. And that way we can kind of do some other things inside there. I'll do some, you've been on Excalibur Zero? Okay, that's what's up. And Clint is awesome, man. He gives a lot of really good information, a lot of gems, man. Um, yeah, so usually for sync is usually about sound quality, structure, and a sting. Those are like the three things that you need to get inside of sync. I think those are the most essential parts. So sound quality, structure, sting. You need a sting. Sting ending is very important. All right, guys. So I'm going to head out of here. Thanks, Vice, for stopping by. I really appreciate all you guys for tuning in, all you guys who have subscribed to the channel, and everybody who is in the Discord itself. So we'll be doing our live next week, Thursday, and sample flip for next month. So the sample flip next month should be pretty good. Let me know if you guys have like any questions, concerns, anything like that. If you haven't already and you're watching this video, the link is below in the description. You could go to the Discord and drop some beats for next week's live beat review. I'll be clearing this out after the live, so none of this stuff will be in here. It'll be a clean slate, so you can put your stuff in there. All right? And once again, it's your boy, X.E.L.O. Peace.